Stacy, I've seen them, man. They was at the gas. They ride together. Ego and pride. They are always together. And they was like, man, we on the way right now to go ruin somebody's life. I was like, damn, y'all cold. Y'all bad boys. Woo. Woo. Like I said, I'm telling you, man, ego and pride, them bad boys right there, man, they always in trouble. Damn. Y'all always in trouble? I'm telling you. Ego and pride, boy, them bad boys thick as thieves. I'm telling you. Hey, what's up, Neffy? Tina, I sent the APB out looking for you. Right now, there should be 2 pit bull puppies knocking at your door right now. You should hear it. They knock soft, though. You got to listen. There's 2 pit bull puppies at your front door right now. They looking for you. Hey, what's up, Angela? So good to see you. Thank you guys so much for the gifts. Thank you guys so much for sharing the live. Thank you guys so much for liking the live. Yeah, they are A1. Hey, what's up, Antonio? You said you transitioning? I love it. 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 Yeah, they're amazing. I love it. I love it. Awesome. Awesome, Neffy. Awesome. 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 All right, let's get busy getting busy. 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 Let's get busy getting busy right now. Right now. Right now, right now, right now. All right, let's go. All eyes on me. What's going on? What's going on? All right, we got a lot of ground to cover, you guys. We got a lot of ground to cover. A lot of ground to cover, and we don't have a lot of time. So that part right there, D. That part right there, we got a lot of ground to cover, and we don't have a lot of time. So I want to make sure that we get busy right now. We got a lot of ground to cover. A lot of ground to cover. So here's what's crazy to me. We all have 2 lives. You have the life that you are living, and then you have the life that you are capable of living. Today we got to choose one, right? You have the life that you live, and then you have the life that you are capable of living. And from this moment moving forward, that's what this entire life is about. That's what this entire life is about. Right? Mediocrity is just not something that, see, I need you to understand about something about the present moment. The present moment will always reflect back to you whatever you bring to it. If you bring mediocrity to the present moment will give you back mediocrity. You bring greatness to the present moment will bring greatness back to you. You bring exceptional to the present moment, the present moment will give you that back in return. Whatever you bring to the present moment, it will give you that back in return. Most people don't understand that. So you can't bring mediocrity to the present moment and expect greatness in return. It doesn't work that way. It's always going to reflect. I need you to understand this. You're in a synergistic relationship with the present moment. That's why the present moment is the most powerful moment, because most people don't realize that. You are in a synergistic relationship with the present moment right now, where 1 + 1 = 3. So you show up to the present moment. Whatever the energy is that you bring to the present moment, it's going to give you that back in return. It's going to give you that back in return. And here's what I need you to understand. Every single person that you allow to have access to you is a reflection of who you are. I don't even have to talk to you. I don't even have to know your name. I can just pay attention to who you allow to have access to you, because every person that you allow to have access to you is a reflection of who you are. It's a reflection of what you really think about yourself. It's a reflection of how much you love yourself. It's a reflection of what you think about yourself. The people that you allow to have access to you is reflecting back what you are signaling to the world is who you are, based upon who you allow to have access to you. I need you to just sit with that for a moment. I'm not asking you to do anything. I'm not asking you to change anything. I'm not asking you to get rid of anyone. I'm just telling you to look at it from that perspective, because that's probably a perspective that you're not looking at it through. Every single person that you allow to have access to you is a reflection of you. So that toxic relationship that you complain about all the time is a reflection of what you think about you. It's a reflection of how much you love you. It's a reflection of how much you believe in you. It's a reflection of the relationship you have with yourself. I don't even need to talk to you about it. We don't even need to talk. The moment that you start telling me how toxic your relationship is, I'm not focused on the relationship. I'm focused on the person that continues to hang on to something that no longer adds value to them. I'm focused on you. But you're not thinking that from that perspective. So you're just telling everybody about how bad the relationship is and how bad this situation is and how bad all of your situations and circumstances and relationships are a reflection of you. They're all neutral. These are all things that you created. The relationship didn't create you. You created the relationship. The job didn't create you. You manifested the job. Your circumstances didn't build themselves. You built the circumstances based upon every decision and choice that you made leading up to this moment. It's all a reflection of you. Everything in your life in this moment is a reflection of you. It's a reflection of the relationship you have with yourself. It's a reflection of how much you love yourself. It's a reflection of what you think about you. Freeze that thought. Look at your life from that perspective. See, we're so busy blaming the other person. Oh, they didn't give me what I wanted, and they didn't give me what I needed, and they didn't give me what I deserve, and all of these other things like that. I'm not focused on the other person, because people will only give you what you allow them to give you. No more, no less. So I'm not thinking about them. That part right there, Serenity. 100%. 100%. But it's just look at the people in your life right now. So you got to understand, convergence is a real thing. Convergence is a real thing. And convergence is meaning, basically just means that you are the sum total of what you surround yourself with. So when you think about convergence, because you start to pick up the attitudes and the behaviors and the traits and characteristics from the people that you allow to have access to you most. That's what I need you to understand. So sometimes in life, we're wondering why you're stuck. You're stuck because of what you allow to have access to you. So one more time, we all have two lives, the one you live and then the one you're capable of living. Let's talk about the one you're capable of living. What's stopping you right now in this moment from living the life that you're capable of living? We already know about the life that you're living. We don't need to focus on that. What I'm focused on is the life that you're capable of living. That's the one that's important to me. That's the one that's important to me. All the other ones don't matter. Because here's the thing. You can't continue to build more of what you already don't want. Think about what I'm saying. You cannot continue to build from this moment moving forward more of what you already don't want. So if you're not happy with the life that you have, you can't continue to build more of what you already don't want. If you're not happy with your relationship, you cannot continue to build more of what you already don't want. How are you going to get to become the most powerful version of yourself? You can't continue to build the version of you that can't take you any further than you already are right now. You can't keep putting energy into these things and expecting to become the greatest version of you at the same time. Every time you grab hold of yesterday's handle, 24 hours has been wasted. I said every single time that you grab hold of yesterday's handle, 24 hours has been wasted. You're working backward now. We're trying to build your tomorrow. We can't build your tomorrow by hanging on to yesterday's handle. Every time you focus on what happened yesterday, you are making a down payment on remaining who you are. I said a down payment. You make down payments at the car lot. You don't make down payments with your life. Every time you focus on what happened yesterday and who walked out and who's not showing up for you and all of the mistakes and failures, you are making a down payment on remaining who you are. You make down payments on houses. You make down payments at the car lot. You don't make down payments when it comes to your life. Whatever it is that happened yesterday, it's gone, it's dead, it's over with. You got to shut that door now. You grab hold of yesterday's handle, you didn't waste it a whole day. You have to outwork your excuses. You have to outwork your limitations. You have to outwork your self-doubt, because right now, your self-doubt has more victories against you than your confidence does. That's a diamond hard fact. The majority of the people walking around the face of this earth right now, their self-doubt has more victories than their confidence does. Meaning, you doubt yourself more than you believe in yourself. And then we wonder why we're stuck. You got to stop giving a damn about yesterday, because yesterday doesn't give a damn about you. Every time you doubt yourself, you're making a down payment on hanging on to a version of you that no longer serves you. Every single time you doubt, I just want you to think about it from that perspective. Every time, and here's what's crazy. I'm going to tell you what's mind-blowing to me. I'm going to tell you what's mind-blowing. Sometimes we're so busy doubting ourselves that we don't realize that you're still believing. Think about what I'm saying. Every time you doubt yourself, you're still believing in something, just not you. Which means that your mind has become your weakness in that moment and not your weapon. Make that make sense. Damn, coach, I'm believing in something. I'm just believing in something that works against me, not believing in something that works for me. But I'm the one in control of what I believe in. I'm the one in control of where I place my focus. I'm the one in control of where I place my attention. So I've allowed my mind to literally work against me. Every time I doubt myself, I'm still believing. You got to believe to doubt in something. You're believing in what you can't do. You're believing in who you can't become. You're believing in what you can't achieve. Make that make sense for me. You still believe it. You still believe it. That's to show you how important self-awareness is to your life. I coach people on this all the time. People say, Coach, I lack belief in myself. That's humanly impossible. It's humanly impossible for you not to believe. Belief is running through you like a river right now. You're just utilizing the belief to work against you, not for you. That's the tragedy in all of it, and you don't even realize it. In order to doubt something, you have to believe in something. You have to believe in what can't work. You have to believe in what you can't. That's the only way doubt can show up. Doubt's like, coach, I just showed up. They started working against themselves and not believing in themselves and not loving themselves. And here I come. I don't have nothing to do with it, coach. They invited me here. I didn't ask to be here. It's the meaning that you're attaching to the situation. There's something that you believe you can't be, something that you believe you can't achieve, something that you believe you can't do. And then here comes doubt. You created and manifested the doubt. It doesn't show up on its own. The fear doesn't show up on its own. That fear is a projection of something that happened in your yesterdays that you don't want to happen again today. So you're trying to predict the outcome of the situation, and that's what's producing the fear. You have uncertainty there. You don't know the outcome of this situation. So what does your mind do? It goes back in its database of all of your yesterdays, and it takes some previous experience, projects it onto this new experience, and that's what's producing the doubt. Not the experience, the way you are using your mind. All of your fear is self-imposed. All of your pain is self-imposed. All of the limitations are self-imposed. It's time to master your mind. No more excuses. I didn't say some of it. I said all of it. All of your emotional and psychological pain is self-created. The enemy in your life is called you. You don't have outer enemies. Every outer enemy that you have is only a reflection of some version of yourself that no longer serves you, period. The truth is knocking at the door. We're going to let the truth in the conversation today or what? I'm just asking. Y'all want truth in the conversation, or we're going to leave truth out of the conversation? I'm just asking. Every single outer enemy that you have, let me tell you how they were created. They were created because there's a version of yourself that you became that was really a version of yourself that was out of alignment with your divine essence. Whether you joined a gang, whether you joined some group, some organization, some clique, something that kept you out of your divine essence. Okay? Some little corner group that you joined that y'all thought y'all was tough and all of that. You started being a part of something that was out of alignment with your divine essence. You became a different version of yourself. When you became a different version of yourself, this person that you're calling an enemy is a reflection of a version of yourself that wasn't serving you, that you should have never been in that moment. When you get rid of that version of yourself, you simultaneously get rid of the person that you're calling your enemy. Gotta understand the truth. The baddest thing walking is you. Every experience you are creating. You are manifesting. You're creating the toxic relationship. You're creating the job that you're unhappy with. You're creating the circle of your friends. You're creating what's going on with you are the creator of everything. There's nothing in your life that you didn't create, manifest, or attract. You are the CEO of your life. Take charge. I'm going to hear about all of these excuses. Take charge of your life. It's yours. It's not open for discussion or debate. We don't need to have no town hall meetings. We don't need to huddle up and figure out what you need to do. You need to start doing subtraction. And you need to start eliminating the things from your life that no longer serve you, period. You don't owe anyone an explanation. You don't have to explain things to people. No means no. It's the most powerful word in the world when you start becoming self-aware. Because your yeses have to be yes. When it comes to you becoming the greatest version of yourself. And your no's have to be no with anything that could potentially take you out of alignment with who you are ultimately becoming. Fall in love with yes and fall in love with no when it comes to anything that can take you out of alignment with who you are becoming. But if you say yes when you should have said no, you are the problem. Let me say that one more time in case your earpiece fell out. I said, if you say yes to something, when in that moment you should have said no, the problem is you. Don't tell me about the person. Because nobody can crawl down in your mind and wire the way you think. No one can crawl down in your mind and get you to see situations a certain way. No one can crawl down in your mind and get you to not love you or get you to not believe in you. All of that's coming from you. Lack of self-confidence comes from the relationship you have with yourself, not from other people. You lack confidence. That's why you don't tell people no. We're not going to live in the truth. I'm just asking. I'm telling you right now, Tina. Tina, you know I love me some you. I'm telling you right now. See, we think that the heaviest things in life are like iron and stone and brick and marble and all of these things like that, right? We think that the heaviest things in life are like iron and stone. No, that's not the heaviest things in life. The heaviest things in life are unmade decisions. All of your unmade decisions are what's keeping you stuck right now. There's some decisions that you need to make in your life about some things that no longer serve you, around some people that no longer deserve to have access to you, around some pretending and all of these things you see in people through their potential and all of these stories that you created in your mind about who you think this person is. You're living out of your fantasy. You're living out of your illusions. You're not living in reality. And there's some decisions that you need to make right now, and you already know what they are, but you don't want to make the decision. And the reason why you're not making the decision because you're still operating out of lower mind. Lower mind means your ego, your pride, your persona, your reputation, all of these things that are keeping you out of alignment with your divine essence. And so you haven't made the decision to leave the toxic relationship. You haven't made the decision to leave the job that no longer makes you happy. You haven't made the decision to develop the growth mindset. There's decisions that you haven't made, and that's what's keeping you stuck. The heaviest things in life are not iron and stone. They're all of your unmade decisions. Coach, they stressing me out. Humanly impossible. Coach, they frustrate me. Humanly impossible. Coach, they made me upset. Humanly impossible. Coach, they made me depressed. Humanly impossible. Everything you're creating. Coach, they hurt my feelings. Humanly impossible. It's humanly impossible for anything to hurt your feelings. It's humanly impossible for anyone to disrespect you. It's humanly impossible for anyone to not love you, to not believe in you, to fill in the blank. All of these things are all coming from you. And a person on the planet can make you not love you. It's not a person on the planet that can make you not believe in you. It's not a person. All of that's coming from the meaning that you attach to the situation. All of that's coming from the story that you tell yourself about the situation. All of that's coming from you not being connected to who you are. See, that's why the awareness is so important. That part right there, Ellie, everything is neutral outside of you. I had somebody tell me that the other day on the line. Oh, coach, that's not true. Everything isn't neutral. Tell me one thing that comes with built-in meaning if everything is not neutral. Tell me one thing. I'll give you the next 70 years. I promise you, you'll be still thinking 70 years from now because you won't tell me one thing. You can't show me one thing that comes with a built-in meaning. We don't live in reality. We live through our thoughts about reality. Only the awakened person is experiencing reality. The other 99.9% of the human population is living through their thoughts about reality. Let me qualify that. You can ask 100 people right now, what does happiness mean? And you'll get 100 different answers, right? Because everyone is living through their thoughts about what they think happiness is, not what reality is saying. You can ask 100 people, what is money? And you'll get 100 different answers, even though money is technically the same thing. Why? Because everyone is living through their thoughts about money. Money means something different to every person. You can ask 100 different people, what does love mean? And you will get 100 different answers. Why? So if reality wasn't neutral, here's the point not to be missed. Boom. If reality wasn't neutral, why don't we all have the same definition when it comes to God? Why don't we all have the same definition when it comes to love? Why don't we all have the same definition when it comes to peace? Why do we all have some different definition if reality wasn't neutral? Come on, man, you gotta live in the truth. You're talking to a great white right now. You might be talking to one of the best that ever did it. Reality is neutral. You bring the problems. Reality doesn't create your problems. The way you think about reality creates your problems. The meaning you attach to reality creates your problems. Your relationship isn't causing your stress. The way you think about the relationship causes the stress. The meaning that you attach to it, it's what produces the stress, not the relationship or your significant other or that person that lied to you or that person that cheated on you. All of those things are neutral. They need your energy. They need your focus. They need your attention, and then they need meaning. You give meaning to everything, and when you give meaning to something, you create the experience, you create the emotional experience, you create it all. You are a master creator. Get busy creating, but start by removing everything that no longer serves you because you're the baddest thing walking. Only the best things in the world deserve to have access to you. And that's not open for discussion or debate. I don't want to hear about it. That's not open for discussion or debate. Only the best things on the planet deserve to have access to you. That goes for people, places, and things. If you allow mediocrity around you, don't be surprised when you live some mediocre life. Are we not going to talk about that? You got to sip that one, Cookie. You got to let them know, Cookie. Come on, Cookie. Let them know, Cookie. Turning heads. Come on. Set the bar. Come on, turning heads. Let them know. You got to set that. See, so your current standards is what's building your life. You don't realize that. The standards that you have set for your life, whatever they may be, is where all of the results for your life are coming from. Low standards, low quality of life. High standards, high quality of life. Low mind, low quality of life. Higher mind, higher quality of life. You choose all of it. I tell people this all the time. Big mind, big life. Small mind, small life. That choice is up to you. That choice is up to you. See, let me tell you something about that boy Ali. Oh, he's a bad boy. Let me tell you something about that boy Ali. Muhammad Ali said, I am the greatest, before he ever had any evidence to support that. Just think about that. He said, I am the greatest, before he had any evidence to support that. So when I say to you guys all the time, the baddest thing walking is you, the coldest thing walking is you, that's a mindset that you have to embody mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. You don't wait for the evidence to show up to embody that mindset. You step into that mindset energetically, emotionally, and spiritually right now. You don't need any evidence to set. That's called alignment. That's not ego. It's not arrogance. It's alignment. Because you come from greatness. It's alignment. And anyone that tells you that, oh, that's you got too much ego, or you got too much pride, or you got too much fill in the blank, it's only because you're reflecting their mediocrity back to them. That's all it is. Don't even pay attention to that. That part right there, Cookie. You got to embody that now. Baddest thing walking is you. I'm telling you that. But that's your mentality. And if you don't think you're the baddest thing walking, that can only mean that you think someone else is the baddest thing walking, which means we already got a problem. If you don't think it's you, that means that you think it's someone else. How did they get your energy? How did they get your attention? How did they dominate your mindset? Were you giving more energy and attention to this celebrity, or more energy and attention to this person because they got a few more dollars than you give to yourself? The baddest thing walking is you. You have to walk, act, talk, and think like there are no limitations to your personal abilities, because all of your limitations are self-imposed. They are the byproduct of your programming and conditioning, not the byproduct of who you are. They have nothing to do with what you are. They are a reflection of who you were. They are a reflection of what you've experienced in all of your yesterdays. That's all it is. That's where all of your doubts are coming from, and your limiting beliefs and your fears and all of those things that you continue to project onto the present moment. It has nothing to do with what you are. It has nothing to do with what you're capable of. Nothing. Nothing at all. I haven't seen doubt in so long. I sent out an APB looking for doubt. I'm like, damn, doubt used to come around all the time. See, you have to outgrow your excuses. You have to outgrow your procrastination. You have to outgrow yesterday's version of you, right? That's how you eliminate all of those things. You got to see mankind. Watch this right here. Watch this right here. I'm going to tell you something about us. I'm going to throw me in there too. Let me tell you something about us. Every single creature in nature, every plant, every flower, every tree is in a constant state of growth. One purpose, one mission: to grow. Leave your house for a week and don't cut the grass and watch how much your grass has grown in a week. But if you leave your friends for a week and you come back, they're the same thing they were when you left. No difference. Same version of themselves. No different. Talking about the same thing. Same people. Same situation. They may be dressed differently, but the information is the same. But if you leave your house for a month, go on vacation somewhere, 2 weeks, come back, your grass has grown this much. It only wants to grow. That tree outside of your house only wants to grow. Those flowers only want to grow. Human beings are the only ones where growth for us is optional. We might grow, we might not. We ain't gonna live in the truth. We're the only ones. We're the only ones, and we're supposed to be God's best and highest creation. We're the only ones where growth for us isn't optional. Growth for us is predicated on how we feel. Growth for us is predicated on, how much motivation we have. Growth for us is predicated on whether or not we're inspired. Growth for us is predicated on whether everything is perfectly aligned with what's going on in our environment. But the moment that there's no motivation there, we stop growing. The moment that there's no inspiration there, we stop growing. The moment that there's no one there to pat us on the back and tell us how great we're doing and all of those things, we stop growing. Your greatness is tied to who you become when no one else is around. Your greatness is tied to who you become when you're not motivated, when you're not inspired, when things aren't going your way. That version of yourself that you are in those moments is what's building the life that you want. Not who you pretend to be, who you are when you have run out of motivation. Who you are when there's no one there to pat you on the back. If you can't be great in the dark, you'll never become great in the light. You got to outperform everything in darkness, and then you bring that to the light. See, we're so busy trying to look successful in the light, but we don't want to put in the work in the dark. So we want the Chanel bag and we want the Mercedes Benz and we want the trappings of success, but we don't want to put in the work. But you'll break your neck. Yeah, come on, live in the truth. You'll break your neck to get that Gucci bag, to get that Chanel bag, to get that Louis bag. You'll break your neck to get those things. Why? Because those things are symbols. They symbolize success. They symbolize that you've made it. So we're so busy chasing symbols, but we don't want to get the information that builds the symbol. I don't want the symbol. I want the information to build my own. I want the information to build my own brand. I want the information to build myself into an unstoppable force, because the most powerful version of you, you have access to right now. That's the only thing that you should be chasing. There's a version of you inside of you right now that you have yet to experience that would run circles around the current version of you. But we're so busy adding other people to our lives because we're lonely, adding other people to our lives because we're sad, adding other people to our lives because we need someone to love us and validate us and appreciate us. We're so busy adding people to our lives that we've never become who God created us to be. And then we have the audacity to look at the mentor and say, nah, he too expensive, but that Chanel bag wasn't too expensive. Oh, that life coach, he too expensive. But that Louis bag wasn't too expensive. How much is that course? I don't know. That master course, $300, but that $100,000 Mercedes Benz wasn't too expensive. You don't mind going to get the car so that you can look successful, but you don't want to put in the work to go get you a mentor and pay the price or get you a life coach, somebody that can unlock the version of yourself that you ultimately want to become. You're not investing in the person. The person is only the mechanism or the object that gives you the ability to unlock something that was already inside of you. You got the game twisted. You think you're paying them. No, you're paying to unlock something that's already in you. The most powerful version of you already lives in you. So if you got to utilize this mechanism to unlock that version of you, man, you got to do that. You're invested in you. Anything that you purchase, anything that you add to your life is only unlocking what's already in you. You making it about them. That's what's keeping you stuck. You saying that the mentor is too expensive, the accountability partner is too expensive, the life coach is too expensive. You're saying you're too expensive because what they're going to unlock is something that you can't currently unlock in you. That's what I need you to understand. What separates you from who you are and who you want to be is called information. And if this person is in possession of some information that can help you unlock a more powerful version of yourself, what are you doing not making that investment? That don't make no sense. That makes no sense. Not only when you purchase the mentor or you purchase a life coach, not only do they unlock a see, listen to me. I'm being for real when I say this. What keeps us stuck is that society has programmed and conditioned us the wrong way. You don't have a problem in the world. You have never walked into a Louis Vuitton store, a Gucci store, a Chanel store, and argued with them people about the price of their products. Never. I wasn't even there and I know you didn't do it. You paid that price and you were so happy to pay it. But when it comes to us getting the mentors, when it comes to us getting the life coaches, when it comes to us gaining access to someone that can help us to unlock something that's already inside of us, we struggle with that. We have a hard time with that. Even though that coach or that mentor is a fraction of what that bag costs, we would rather have the trappings of success versus adding someone to our lives that can help us to unlock something that we can go get 1,000 Louis bags, 1,000 Gucci bags, if that's what you wanted. That doesn't make sense to me. The way we use our minds, it's mind-blowing to me. Thank you so much for that gift right there. That part right there, Red. That's the best. You are your best investment. Period. You are your best investment, not your relationship, not your job, not anything. You are your best investment. You are the most important project you will ever work on your entire life. I don't blame you for that one. I blame society for that one. That part is not on you. That's just how we've been programmed and conditioned. Like I said again, listen to me. I need you to understand it because this is next level awareness. I need you to understand this. I need you to understand this. Everything that you desire is already yours. See, nobody teaches us this. Everything that you desire is already yours. That's why you desire it. Well, let me tell you what that means. What that means is that there's a version of you inside of you, a future version of you inside of you that already has that thing. That's why you're desiring it. Let me qualify that. That's why you don't crave becoming a rocket scientist or whatever, because it's not spiritually aligned with you. That's why you don't crave, going to the bottom of the ocean and working on the bottom of the ocean, because that's not spiritually aligned with you. Whatever spiritually aligned with you, you're going to desire it, and you're desiring it because there's a future version of you that already has that thing, that already owns that thing. When you were born, let's just say you're a doctor, you're a teacher, you're a lawyer, that was already in you. God has deposited certain things in you, and as you move through life, certain different versions of you become unlocked. And when that different version of you becomes unlocked, it wants what it already owns. It wants what you haven't claimed yet. I need you to understand that. So When you want that car, you want that house, it's already yours. What's blocking you in that moment is the weight of your excuses. What's blocking you in that moment is the weight of your procrastination. What's blocking you in that moment is you don't have access to the information to unlock that version of you. That's where the mentor comes in. That's where the life coach comes in. What do I do at that point in time? I add this person to my life. When I add this person to my life, I add them to my consciousness. What is my consciousness? Everything I love, believe, fear, desire, respect, and understand, everything that I surrender to. I see the world through my consciousness. Your mind, the arrangement of your mind is all predicated on your consciousness. It's all predicated on your past experiences. That's important because your beliefs come from that. Your ideas come from that. Your thinking comes from that. Everything comes from that. So boom, I add this mentor to my life. What is the mentor going to do? The mentor is going to help me to unlock a version of me that I have yet to experience. That's why I'm adding them. Why? Because they're already doing the thing that I want to do with my life. That's why I add the mentor for no other reason. Every next level is going to require information that you currently don't have access to. So when I add this mentor that's already doing the thing that I want to do, they give me a world-class education in that. Now I become unlocked and I become unleashed, and now I become a different version of myself. Now I can go get that thing that I desire that already belongs to me. I don't need to be excited about the thing. I don't need to turn the thing into some attachment because the thing is already mine. Whatever you desire in this moment, whether that's some man, some woman, some house, some car, some bag, it's already yours. God has already blessed you with it. What the problem is in that moment is you not claiming that. The problem in those moments is we think we're not enough. The problem in those moments is we're not self-aware enough to understand that everything that you desire in life already belongs to you. The only thing, your job is to unlock that version of you. And here's what God is going to do. He's going to put the person in your path that's going to help you to gain the information to unlock that version of you so that you can go get the thing that you desire. But we're so busy focusing on how much did it cost and how much did it this and how much do I have to pay for that, that we end up not doing the thing so we don't unlock that version of you. The life that you want already belongs to you. Will you allow yourself to have it? That's the billion-dollar question. Or will you get in your way and stay in your way and live out of your excuses and live out of your comfort zone and live out of yesterday's version of you? That's the problem. Not the thing, just the way we think about the thing. I'm just being real. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. So what I'm looking at, look at yourself the same way you look at a business. Build you. You are the business. So if you're looking at a business, I need to see, what do I need to add to myself? What do I need to take away? If there's somebody that's already doing the thing that I want to do, I don't give a damn if I got to go get a job at Subway making sandwiches and working graveyard shift or whatever shift I got to work. I'm going to go get that job at Subway making sandwiches. I'm going to take all of those checks from Subway, give them to this mentor, so that way this mentor can come into my life, unlock me by giving me the information that I need so that I can become something better than I am in this moment and unlock a different version of myself. Bye-bye to the mentor. I now know what you know, and now I can go and start leveling up and experiencing the results that this mentor shared with me. That's what it's all about. That's how you level up. We work too hard. Life is too easy. You got to look at yourself the same way you look at a business. You got certain people around you that maybe don't deserve to have access to you. You got certain people around you that you have maybe outgrown. Disconnect doesn't have to equal dislike because you disconnect from someone. But in order for you to become the greatest version of yourself, you got to understand that the people that you allow to have access to you are a reflection of you, but they can also be your anchor. You might be that ship and you can be a mighty ship, but a tiny anchor will keep that entire ship from floating away. That's what's keeping you from floating away. You might have some anchor in your life that's keeping you from making it to the next level. I'm telling you. Yeah, it's all about the sacrifice, but more importantly, it's about self-awareness, because again, we spend the majority of our time in a constant state of thinking. That's the problem. You spend too much of your time thinking versus acting versus doing. Well, what's the problem with that, coach? Your thinking is everything that you've already experienced. We spend 85% of our day in a constant state of thinking. That's not helping you. Thinking is what you've already experienced. And then what's worse, You project your thinking onto the present moment, which is keeping you in this cycle, keeping you in this loop because you're too busy thinking. You need to be busy adding new information to your life, not thinking. I'm too busy adding information to my life to be thinking. I think about what I add to my life and then I add more. And I think about that and then I add more. And then I think about that and then I add more. But I'm not thinking about what I acquired yesterday or what I did yesterday. I'm focused on the information that I added to my life today. That's how you become the most powerful version of you. I don't want to think about and entertain thoughts that I've entertained yesterday. That's no more than I want to go to a movie and watch a movie for 2 hours that I've already seen. I don't want to see that movie. I know all of the characters. I know what's going to play. I know the man getting ready to jump out of the bushes. I don't need to see that again. But that's what we're doing. We're walking around in a constant state of thinking, re-entertaining thoughts, reactivating memory traces from things that happened in all of your past and projecting that onto the present moment. I don't have time for that. That's what's keeping you stuck. I'm telling you, user, I'm telling you, it's you already the greatest thing walking. You're already the baddest thing walking. You're already that. That version of you is already inside of you right now. There are so many different versions of you that haven't become unlocked, but you don't understand the rules to the game. The rules to the game is that I need to add this new mentor to my life. I need to first find that person that's doing the thing that I want to do. The moment that I find the person that's already doing the thing that I want to do, I need to see how much are you going to charge me an hour? How much are you going to charge me a week? So that you can teach me everything that you know. Why? Because that person knows things that you currently don't know. They know what you should be doing. They know what you shouldn't be doing. They know the mistakes that they've made. They know the failures. So you don't have to go through all of that. That's NLP. Neuro-linguistic programming. That's NLP. It's all NLP. All of it's NLP. Life is NLP. That part right there, Cookie, you want to find somebody that's already doing the thing successfully that you want to do. So NLP is just neuro-linguistic programming, right? It's basically, it's like wormhole effect. Really, I like the way I like to describe it. It's like the wormhole effect where, so you have like A, B, C, D, E. And that's great. But there's a way to get from just A to E without having to go through all of the other things. And so that's what that mentor is going to be. Why? Because that mentor that you add to your life that's already doing the thing that you want to do, it took them years to learn that, right? It maybe took them 5 years, 10 years, whatever, to master it. It may take you a month to master it because you're leveraging their knowledge, right? You're leveraging the information. So you're taking the wormhole effect. You're taking a shortcut to become a greater version of yourself, but you didn't have to go through all that. I'm gonna give you a great example of NLP and wormhole effect. So think about a book. Let's say I write a book, my book. Let's say it took me 5 years to write the book, 2 years to write the book, whatever. What took you a week to read it? What took me 5 years took you 1 week. That's wormhole effect. That's NLP. That's the shortcut to you not having to go through everything that I went through to do the research and, you know, the publicists and the marketing and the branding and all of these things. You don't have to deal with all of that, right? So when you start thinking from an NLP wormhole perspective, it's like I need to start adding people to my life that are already doing what I want to do. NLP, wormhole effect. So that way I can go from A to Z and I don't have to go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, all the way down. And so that's how, once I understood the game like that, once my mentors and my masters started teaching me, I was like, oh, it's game over. I just started adding the people. When I wanted to write my book, I added someone to my life that had already written a book successfully. And they told me every single thing that they help you to avoid all of the pitfalls, all of the mistakes, all of those things. It's like when you get a personal trainer. Think about a personal trainer. When you go to the gym, the personal trainer is giving you the shortcut on how to master all of the equipment inside of the gym. Without the personal trainer, you might be in the gym lost the entire time, screwing up the workout. You may end up injuring yourself or something like that because you don't know what you're doing. That personal trainer represents NLP, represents wormhole effect in that moment. They're giving you the ability to take and leverage their knowledge so that you can gain. It's all utilization apparatus. All of it's utilization apparatus. Everything is utilization apparatus. All of it. I think it's the most utilization apparatus is two of the coldest words when you use them in tandem, and most people don't know what they mean. And most people don't know how to, if you don't know what it means, how will you know how to utilize it? That part right there. We all need a mentor and a coach. You have to. You have to, because nothing comes from you. We're not going to talk about that part right there. We're not going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about that right there. Nothing comes from you. Nothing. Nothing. How many people really know that? It sounds good when you say it, but how many people actually know it? Know it and embody that. You've already been doing it. The problem is that you're not doing it consciously. But again, nothing comes from you. Nothing comes from you. Nothing's coming from you. Silver CEO, what's going on? What's going on? Yeah. Desi, what's going on? No, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Yeah. So like I said again, since you're already doing it anyways, the fear of change. Yeah. So I talked about this last night on the live. Change is like the UPS driver, the FedEx driver. If you look at change through that filter, because change is always bringing something. Change is always bringing something, but change is also always taking something away. So change is going to bring two things. It's going to bring something to your life, and it's going to take something away. We don't like to change in life because we're always fearing what change is taking. We're always so focused on what change is removing that we never pay attention to what it was trying to bring. And what change is always removing from your life is a version of yourself that no longer serves you. That's the only thing that change will do. Change is the most beautiful thing in the world. It will remove a version of you that no longer serves you. And it will replace that with a version. But here's the thing. Watch this. When it brings that version of you that no longer serves you, there are going to be certain people that fall off, certain people that fall out of your life. That's why most people don't change, because we end up trying to clean, because your attachments have you programmed and conditioned to believe that you need this person in your life for some reason, even though that person may not be adding any value to your life. So you don't change because you fear losing these people. Because change means, see, every time you level up, every time you go to another level in life, you got to let go of everything that was on the last level. Most people aren't willing to let go of what was on the last level. So you can't make space for anything new because you won't let go of what's old. Does that make sense? It doesn't matter what role they play. It doesn't matter what role they play. That's a beautiful question, though. Somebody asked a question. It doesn't matter what label they carry. That's what'll keep you stuck. You focus on the label. Let me say this one more time. Beautiful question. Beautiful question. What if they're family? Beautiful question. Beautiful question. Let me say this to you with every fiber of love that I have in me. God created you for Him, not for them, whoever your them may be. God created you. When you talk, just stop focusing on everybody else in the world. God created you for Him. He did not create you for other people's entertainment. He did not create you for your friends. He did not create you for your family. He allowed you to have access to those people because all of those people help you to unlock a version of yourself. that you would have never been able to experience had you not gained access to those people. We never lose people because people were never ours to lose to begin with. People are experiences, and the experience of that person helps you to unlock a version of yourself that you would have never been able to unlock had you not gained access to this person. When you start to understand awareness, you'll understand that you've never lost anything in your life. You are in a synergistic relationship as we speak, where the 1 + 1 = 3. The combination of you and God. You on the coldest team on the planet. Don't tell me about no Chicago Bulls. Don't tell me about the Golden State Warriors. Don't tell me about the Lakers. You are on the coldest team on the planet. It's you and God. You've got the creator of the entire universe behind you. And he's adding experiences to your life. And he's adding people to your life. And he's adding situations to your life. And he's adding problems to your life. Why? Because all of these things build resilience. All of these things helps to unlock a version of yourself that you currently don't have access to. But you run from those things. You cling to those things. You become attached to those things because you're operating out of lower minds. You are on the coldest, most powerful team in the planet. That's what I need you to understand. There's nothing that can stop you except for you. There's no one that can stand in your way except for you. It's the way that you are utilizing your mind that's keeping you stuck. It's the way that you are utilizing your mind that's keeping you attached to all of these people and making you think that you can't be happy without this person in your life. Happiness is what you are. Love is what you are. It's not what you chase. It's not what you seek. It's not what you lose because it was never yours to lose to begin with. The only way that you can lose something is if it belonged to you. You don't have love. Love has you. That's what I need you to understand. And it's had you this entire time. But you can think your way out of love. You can think your way out of happiness. You can think your way out of joy because of where you're placing your focus. He loves you so. Oh, come on, man. Let me tell you something before I get out of here. So God, I need you to catch this. So God, this is a parable, but it applies to life. So God was sitting with all of his angels. They were just all hanging out, just enjoying life. And his most beautiful angel, Lucifer, started to plant these seeds in the minds of the other angels. And what he told them was this. He said, wait a minute. God is saying that he's the creator of everything. Catch this. God is saying that he's the creator of everything, but we didn't see him create anything. We didn't see him create us. We didn't see him create the planets. We didn't see him create the galaxies. We didn't see him create anything. And so the angels were kind of scratching their heads. They were like, well, wait a minute. You're right. When we showed up, everything was already here. When we showed up, it was already here. And so he started to plant these seeds. And so the angels were confused. And so they went to God and they begged and they pleaded to him. Catch this. They went to God and they begged and they pleaded with him. And they said, can you show us something? Can you show us something? Can you create something so that we can see that you are the creator of everything? God loved them so much. Let me tell you what he did. He created earth first, right in front of them. Boom. Then he created the oceans. Then he created the trees. Then he created the animals. And then he created you. And when he created you, he said to his angels, let me tell you what I'm going to do for them. I'm going to make sure that they love unconditionally. I'm going to create them in my image. They're going to be unlimited. They're going to be unstoppable. There won't be anything that they won't be able to do. They're going to be a walking, talking reflection of me, capable of anything. I'm going to make sure that they have my powers. I'm going to make sure that they have my abilities. I'm going to make sure that they have everything that they could ever want, need, and desire. And then I'm going to make sure that I love them so much that I will even give them the ability to not love me. And that's okay, because that's what love is. Even if they don't want to love me back, that's okay. I will never stop loving them. I will never stop believing in them. I will never stop showing up for them. I will always be everything. And when they fail, I'll pick them up. And when they cry, I'll wipe their tears. And when they're afraid, I'll coddle them and cuddle them. And I'll shower them with unconditional love, because unconditional love is what they will be. And the angels sat back and they marveled at it. And they had an opportunity to see God create all of us right in front of them in that moment. And they never, ever questioned him again. That's how you got here. You are his creation. Unconditional love, unconditional happiness, unconditional joy, a reflection of him. Your doubts that you entertain and the fears that you entertain and the limiting beliefs that you entertain are the byproduct of your programming and conditioning. It's not a reflection of him, and it's not a reflection of who you are. It's a reflection of what someone else may have projected onto you throughout your developmental years, and that's okay. What I'm here to let you know is you are the evidence. That's why he created us, because why else would he? He wanted to show them the evidence. You are the evidence of everything he is. Stay prayed up.